Hello. Good morning, everybody. Well, 1 minute left until morning's over and it's afternoon. We are going live from my front porch today because it's a beautiful day. The sky is beautiful. It's just a little light wind. And we are all so stuck. We're all so sick of staying in the house. I hope you can see me okay. I look to have all bars on my internet. Am I coming in clear? Is the wind too loud for the computer? We'll wait a couple minutes. We got 4 in here. If somebody could tell me, hi, Nanya. Is the wind too loud for the computer out here, Nanya? And can you see me okay? 5x5, nice and clear. Awesome. So just in case I get cold, I brought my cute blanket, and I did want to show this to you. Morris Patch of Heaven sent me this. So this is from Joyce, and it's so cute, but I'm going to use it in case I get cold out here. Isn't that cute? So cute. I love it. I use it every day, all the time. Oh, you can see me now. Hi, 9 to 5 to live. How are you? Chad, afternoon, sir. Lila, looks good, sounds good. Thank you. So the kids are still, well, they're in bed watching TV right now. They're hooked on that Good Girls. Afternoon. Hi there. How are you, Christy? Chicken blanket. I know, but it's so cute. Like, it's so cute. I didn't even expect it. And when I went to the mailbox and got it, it was so adorable. Hi there. How are you? This beautiful life is in here. What a nice blanket. I should be wearing my beautiful apron from you, but I'm not cooking this morning. Little Frenchie, hi. Congrats on winning last night. You guys, Little Frenchie in Big Texas won one of our giveaways last night. I brought this out here so we could talk about it, but everything is like blowing in the wind out here. So Little Frenchie won the Rugged Ranch gravity-fed water and feeder, and I'm jealous because I want one of those too. They're so awesome looking. We'll let everybody get in here. Everybody's saying hello to each other this morning. I almost didn't go live because I went live last night for the giveaway, but then I thought, well, that was for a special event. Yes, she's so happy. That is so awesome. So exciting. So I brought my coffee, and then I brought backup coffee, so I don't have to leave you guys sitting out here with this view, and we could just talk and not have to get up and move away. There's not much there to stop the wind but barbed wire fence. Yeah, we know that doesn't do anything. I put up a windbreak actually by my pool. It's a mess over there, but I'll show you anyways. And it's kind of like a privacy windbreak, but I don't need privacy because I'm up on the mountain. But it looks really good when the pool is, see right there? That's my stock tank pool. So it looks really good when all like the lights are on and I have like decorations. I have a big anchor that lights up, and then the pool, we flip it and put it back there. And then we have usually like big cannas and big flower pots around it and rocks and stuff. And at night it just twinkles. It's so nice. That's about the only like real fence that would catch any wind. Yes, a lot warmer. I didn't even check the temp, but all I know is that I'm comfortable. I went out to feed and I was thinking, oh my God, it's so nice. I'm going to go outside. Yeah, look at that. It's 59 right now. 59 degrees. So how's everybody's Monday? My Monday's great. Started by having to call an insurance company because we got in a wreck on Saturday. Haven't told anybody that. Somebody spun out on the ice and just spun. Jeremy went like this to avoid her, and she still hit the back end of my truck. So that was an exciting Saturday. The first time we went out since all of this, like actually like left the house after the snow, had the kids in the truck. We were going to drive the little red car because we we're going pretty far to a friend's birthday party. But I said, let's drive the truck just to be safe. And thank God. It was only like 4 miles from here. It was out on that main road where you see that grass right here. It was out there on that main road. Goat question. Go for it. We love goat questions. Annie answered, we're at 60. It's rare that I'm warmer than you. It's so true. My yard's disaster, 0 temps in subtropical Houston was not good. Oh, I could imagine. Poor palm trees. 925 to life. What's your question? Yeah, I know. I was really, really mad about it because it's my new truck. And it never seems to fill. You get a new truck or you pay it off, and then you get in a wreck. And then you have to have body work, and then you don't want the truck anymore. But it wasn't bad. We're all safe. The kids are okay. It was not bad at all. It just really, really, really made me mad. When someone's going too fast on the S curve and then starts spinning and hits you, it makes you really mad because it was completely unnecessary. But I'm so happy that the boys were okay. I'll show you a picture. It's really not a big deal. I'll pull it up here. I mean, it's a big deal that now I'm not going to have a truck. This might look like nothing to you, but so it busted this out. All right here is all cracked. The bumper's lower. What am I doing here? I don't even know what I'm doing here. It's going to need painted. And what happened whenever she was coming towards us, Jeremy went over to the ditch on the side of the road and was trying to avoid her, but she was flat spinning. And then she came our way and she hit the back of us like that. Well, it pushed us into these trees that were on the side of this creek, and it scratched from the very front of my truck on the passenger side all the way back to the very back. So I pray to God they could buff that out and not have to paint it. Because, once your car gets painted, it's never the same. It never matches. The gloss isn't the same. There's always crap in the gloss. Enough about that. I look at it as if it saved us from something further down the road. So it protected us from something even worse further down the road. No, Chad, goats are not supposed to eat your house. That's not true, you guys. They don't eat that much. They don't eat your house. They do like to peel wood. I do notice that they do like to peel wood on like pallets and stuff like that. We've got a horny buck and was talked into taking his weathered buddy. Well, I think the buck is completely gay. He won't breed with the other 3 La Manchas. Should I get rid of the weathered goat? That's a great question that I can't answer. The weather I would consider just like one of the girls, just happy, easygoing. So then that leaves your problem with the other buck. But maybe just take the weather out for a little while and see if he breeds the girls. Or maybe the girls aren't ready to be bred. They've got to be kind of in heat like a dog. I know, right? It stinks, Crystal. It really does. It'll buff. I hope so. I hope so. Nanya's asking you if it's a La Mancha also. Nanya said I'm buffering. Am I buffering, everybody? Anybody else? Am I buffering? I've got all 5 of the rainbow bars. Okay, a Nigerian dwarf, not a La Mancha. So La Manchas are a lot taller than Nigerians. That might be your problem. Okay, thank you, Annie Ann. It's so hard. I don't know if it's that person's personal internet or my sucky internet out here. Hello, Eric. Are you back from your Kona, Hawaii? Good morning. Thank you, Eric. You guys, Greenhorn 1 Acres in here, and he just took a little weekend trip to Hawaii. Beautiful Pebble Beach. I hope y'all got to see his video. It was gorgeous. I was like drooling watching it. Andale Homestead on the Colony. Hi, good to see you. Welcome over. Just found your channel, my first live. You're good here. No buffering. Thank you so much, Ann. Welcome over. On Mondays, I try to go live at 12, and it's just kind of really relaxed. Everyone hangs out and just kind of talks about stuff. I try to go through like what's going to be going on for myself during the week. We always get sidetracked on seeds or gardens or goats or chickens and all that wonderful stuff. Yes, you are. You're back. Awesome, Eric. Yes, Annie Ann, thank you. Welcome, Ann Dale, Homestead in the Colony, you guys. If you haven't gone out to our channel, we will I will go over right now and find her and post her in the link so you guys could check her out after the live. Let's see here. Sorry, it takes me just a minute. There you are. And I subscribed to you, I think, last week, maybe the week before, Andale, about gardening. So let me see here. I'm going to get your, there we are. Okay, guys, I'm going to post Andale's channel. Okay, it's over in the comments whenever you get a chance later on after our live, or even right now, just go click and make sure you give her some love. Oh, Annie Ann said she rarely sees any other Anns. 925 Life said, welcome, Andale. Zion says hi with a little YouTube symbol. Hello. Or Razan. I think it's Razan. Sorry. It's probably one of those simple names that I'm butchering. Okay. There comes the wind. So we talked about the wreck. Got that out of the way. This week, what my plans are for after this live is to go out and do, what is this? Oh, do our, go to all the live chats and all the comments actually on my giveaway and be able to try to reach all the people that won last night. It's sometimes hard whenever you have a live. It takes sometimes 24 hours to upload and actually be on my YouTube again. And then sometimes I can't re-see all the comments and go back to the live chat. So anyways, I'm going to my giveaway and I'm going through all my comments to find people, and hopefully I'm able to click on their name and then get over to their channel and somehow message them. I've noticed a couple of them do not have an email in their about page. So I did just get a message from Autumn Williams, who won last night. She is the finalist that is going to the top 5 for winning the 3 a.m. Samanis. And that's going to be on Saturday on Ridge Life's Live. I'm not quite sure what time. We need to get that out this week. And so the Rugged Ranch was Little Frenchie, Big Texas. We talked about that. The Get Strong Animal Elixirs and Recuperate and Snacks was Christy Harvey. So I'm going to be reaching out to her today. The Happy Hen Crumbles winner was Misty Gorley. I'm going to be reaching out to her. And then the Mealworm winner was Michelle Harrington. And last night went crazy. Hello, Best Life. How are you? Whiskey and Sunshine. Good to see you. Last night went rogue. It's kind of a nice little chat on live. When Jeremy's with me, we usually have a lot more fun and kind of get, we laugh a lot. And so last night was just nice and calm. We're doing the giveaway, and then here comes Parker Do. So Parker comes out and he's rubbing my hair and he's talking and he's reading the comments, and then it became a Parker show. Parker ate 4 live mealworms last night. People were paying him on the chat to do it. And this is the kid that didn't want hamburgers. This is the kid that goes to McDonald's and won't eat his fries. Like, he is such a picky eater. He ate 4 live mealworms. And he picked the big super worms, the big giant ones, not the tiny little ones. He dipped them in ketchup and ate them. You need to check out that live from last night. It was really gross, but boys are boys. I know that the mealworms are clean because I take care of them. I know they eat healthy and they have no germs, but well, not germs, but you know what I'm saying. No diseases. And apparently people eat mealworms all the time. Thank you, Lila Newton. It said to remember to hit the dingle bell so you're alert. And the dingle bell always alerts you every time that somebody's going live or updating a new video. Thank you so much, Lila. Annie Ann. I've got a little glare here. I can't see. That was awesome. I was so shocked that I ate him. Me too. You know that kid. He's always hungry and he never wants what I make for dinner. So he is just amazing last night. That's so funny. Whiskey and Sunshine off grid. I hit the dingle bell on my way in. Thank you, guys. Yes, hit that thumbs up. I know, Crystal. I know. Or Patrick, whoever's on here. I know. I was videoing, so I wasn't really watching. And then Ricky from Narrowways text messaged me afterwards, and it was him videoing Parker do it and him and Brittany talking like, oh my God, Parker's about to do it. That had me rolling, like the after fact of my friend sending it to me. I was cracking up because I could see Parker's face from the front instead of the back and the side. I'm sure he's going to want to show all his friends at school tomorrow. Half Pace, good morning. Hello. Really busy day today, so I can only stop by and smash the like button. Hi, y'all. Catch you on the next one. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I'll pop in and see you here in just a little while. Hello, Selena. Good to see you this morning. I was telling everybody I've got my hot coffee, and so I don't have to go back inside since I'm outside. I got a backup. Oh, and Annie, you want to see it? It's what cracked me up. If you guys want to see it, I'll show it to you. I hope you can see my phone whenever. Ricky. Okay, hold on. Let me turn up the volume.
What it tastes like?
Can't taste it.
Ketchup tastes it anyway.
He's eating the
Even
orbs.
without ketchup.
He's eating the orbs.
Satisfaction of it.
So
Look at that face.
Listen, you gotta eat one more. I'll get you one. And you'll eat it with ketchup. Homestead.
You just had all your fishing pieces.
chug.
One more. Oh, one more for Shay?
Yeah.
People kept giving him more money to eat another one. So my best chicken friend gave him $5 and he just one more.
All right, eat this one raw.
I don't know about that one.
Come on.
Tell me if I should eat this raw.
You need that Whataburger spicy ketchup. Do it. Stick it in there. Do it.
Raw or not?
Yep, raw.
Lila's about to throw up.
Ain't that bad.
Lila, yeah.
Do it, little
It was her birthday and she had to watch this.
Okay.
Go. We got 10 seconds.
You're the man, Parker. Come on.
Isn't that funny, Annie? So when I got that from Ricky and Brittany, I was just cracking up. Later, 9 to 5 to life. Sorry. Had to show that was so funny. Great day, everyone. Have to work. Got to get on the grind. And yes, have a good day. Yes, whiskey and sunshine. So that's what happened last night with boys. Boys just do crazy stuff. There you are, Lila. Puke it again. I hope you guys had wished Lila happy birthday last night. I sang to her. And everybody wished her happy birthday. Jocelyn, hello. Good to see you. Jocelyn Building the Daniels. Hello, you guys. She's a new channel that I subscribe to. If you haven't seen her, you need to go out. It's Jocelyn spelled just like my name, Jocelyn. That's my middle name. Jocelyn Building the Daniels. You guys, I wanted to show you these earrings. We went to a fishing and hunting expo last week. I'm going to put the video out this week. Aren't those cute? So they take the ends of pew, the things you put in pew, and then they create it and they put rhinestones on it, and then you can put any kind of dangle on them. They were so cute. I was like, I need some new earrings. I'm wearing the same earrings in all my videos all the time. I just need something different to wear. Oh, they are. They're so cute. And they're little. It's so cute. I got to show you this. Not sponsored. I had to buy them. They were like $27, $28. Small Town Gems. But look at this. This is what the earrings came on. It looks like a little mason jar. Isn't that cute? There's their website. smalltownbullets.com. You guys should go check them out. Small Town Gems, bullet jewelry. Wonder where they're out of. Not 810. Where's the 810 area code? I don't even know. Cute earrings, Anne. Thank you so much. I thought they were adorable. I had to get them. I don't usually like buy jewelry and stuff, but I was like, Jeremy, can I have those earrings? Like, yeah. I almost wanted a matching necklace, and they do. They have a little machine that cuts metal, stainless steel. So we started talking, and they do all kinds of custom stuff. So I was talking to her about taking my Paragon ridge and cutting out just the main big structures of my logo, not the little tiny deer and the little donkeys and stuff, and making a necklace. And she said they could do it. I just have to send them my PNG file. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Great gift giving, you guys, for any upcoming birthdays or Christmas. Get somebody something that has more of a special meaning to it. Earrings. Yes, Crystal. Earrings and mascara make all the world. You are right. I can usually just do mascara. I've got tattoo eyeliner, but whenever I put on my eyeshadow, I don't know if you can see it, I have to put it on again because I cover it with the eyeshadow. But yeah, I got that because we were always at the lake all the time or swimming and whatnot, and it just made me feel like I was more put together. Don't ever do that. It was a bad idea. It hurt so bad. East Central Michigan. Okay, so they're from Michigan, the place that made these. Hi, Colleen. How's Jamaica weather? I messaged you this morning on Instagram. I just saw your message over there. Good to see you. Walsh Hills. I guess I didn't see you come in. Oh, there we go. Walsh Hills, welcome. Walsh Hills, Homestead. Hello, snowstorm here in Ontario. I'm so sorry. We not to rub it in, but we had our snowstorm last week, and now I don't know if you can see everything is. The snow has pretty much melted. My front porch is a mess. So this is where Bonnie sleeps. Right there, and that's where Bear sleeps. But right now, do you see him over there? Oh, I can't point. Let me go up and over. That's Bonnie, and that's Bear. Oh, there goes my paper. Hold on a second, guys. I just lost a really important paper. Hi, Bear. Those wind gusts are just picking up. Yeah, this is important paper. This is everything I purchased at Tractor Supply last year, and I didn't know they sent you this, and that is amazing. Prices, dates, awesome. That's from my accountant. When you have a farm card and you're buying stuff for the farm, you don't have to pay the tax, but at the end of the year, you have to give it to your accountant, and they have to file it for you. Drops is in here. Hello, Drops Family Garden. Good to see you, buddy. Heather Hopper, hello. Colleen said that she's been waiting for she's been waiting for Lila to show up at the airport, but she's never there. Do it, Lila. Go to Jamaica. Go see Colleen. That would be awesome. Your home is lovely. It's crazy windy here too in Northeast North Carolina today. I was like, yes, Anne. It is it's doable though. It's just these little gusts. It's not bad. Generally on the north side, this is looking north. It is so windy. You open the front door and it just blows in on you. So I got all the, just to talk about the week like I normally do. So I've gotten all the chickens out of the house yesterday. Let me put my phone on my planner. This has my life in it, and that's what's blown around. I'll put some heavy stuff on it. So I got the chickens out, the quail, the 1 to 2 months old, and then the one that's like 3-month old. And I got them all in the barn, and the barn was nice and warm. It was in the 50s yesterday. And then I put the heavies and the laying hens, they're all babies right now, in my garage so I could keep an eye on them. I like to keep them close to me, so every time I walk by, I could just check on them, make sure they're not too hot, not too cold, make sure they have food, make sure they have water all the time. But I will tell you, those Windy Meadow, they're Cornish cross, they're called Ross 308. You guys, you need to go out and check out their information. I'm going to get their website right now and put it on my comments. These chickens are so hardy. They, I got them 1 week ago on Saturday, and I have not lost one. They have doubled in size. These are amazing Cornish crosses. I know it's time for everybody to start thinking about their broilers. Let me jump over and get their website real quick. Windy Meadows Hatchery. They're out of Campbell, Texas. I hope they're doing okay. Okay, I'm going to put it over here, you guys, so you can check it out later or whenever you want. So that's for Windy Meadow Hatchery, and they have awesome broilers. They're Ross 308 Cornish crosses, and God, they are beautiful birds. They're so healthy. They're doing so well. Selena says Jamaica's on our bucket list, Colleen. Caribou Country, hello. Good to see you. Good day, Paragon Ridge and everybody. Hello. Tina Ladybug, good afternoon. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, I don't know if it's Patrick or Crystal. It's probably Crystal, but check them out. Man, when I spoke with them, they are so nice, and they're the sweetest, nicest people. And I was looking, they invited me to come down and look at their hatchery, and I told them I will whenever the kids are off school, because they're down outside the Dallas area. I hope, like I said, I hope they're doing okay. I might call them and check on them just because they're so nice. I would love to see their facility. I can't wait to go down there. I told them, can I video it? And they're like, yes. But they live down by my sister down in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or that's where the hatchery is. But you guys, I'm going to do a video on them, and then I'm going to check up on them each week, but then I'm going to do a final video from like start to finish with them. It's just with this weather and stuff, I haven't been able to get them out and take really good pictures of them. I want to keep them under that nice warm heat lamp. Gotta run, Nunya. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day. I'm losing track of time. It's 12:24. Good to see you. Annie Hansen, sign me up, Colleen. So, where was I? Okay, so I got all the chickens out. I got the quail and that big, huge brooder that I bought a couple weeks ago. If you're familiar with our channel, I went to Tractor Supply and got the 45 or 40-gallon trough. So because all those narrow white chicks died when it got really cold and they weren't going under the panel plate thing that I talked to you about last night. So I put them in there and they're so happy. They're drinking, they're walking around, they're doing their little fly thing. They're so cute. They used to jump whenever I made a noise or put my hand in there. Now I put my hand in there. They're so friendly. They don't jump. They don't move. I pet them and love on them. And now I'm remembering why I loved quail so much. I had quail at my last house and then we moved them here whenever we were living in the camper. And, we had this wind and we had a storm. It blew their coop over, which was up on stilts, and it opened up the top and I lost all my quail. So the good thing is they didn't die and they went to live free in the wild. So, but I didn't have any quail after that. I got too busy with chickens and goats, but I'm so glad Narrowways brought me some quail eggs and they're doing so good. They were 3 weeks on Friday. So this coming Friday, they'll be 4 weeks and they're small because they're just quail, but oh, they're so friendly. They're fully feathered. Now they just need to put that weight on and get kind of more round like Humpty Dumpty. Auntie Ann, you're all welcome because of the virus now. No traveling yet. Oh, yeah. I tend to forget about that because I don't want to think about it. I try to stay up here on my hill and not really go out in public. When we do, it's pretty scary. It's pretty scary when your kids have reactive airway or asthma. Roseanne says, what do you think about visiting in Jerusalem? I would love to go to Jerusalem. I think that would be like a trip of a lifetime. However, Jeremy is scared to fly. So if I do anything, it'd have to be by myself. And I'm not that brave. If I went anywhere overseas, I would go to Scotland, Germany, maybe take the tunnel over to France. That's where I would really love to go. But anywhere by boat, I'm willing to go. Like, I so want to go Jamaica, the Caribbean. Even driving down to all the Keys, I'm totally game for that. Oh, Colleen, I could imagine. A friend of ours' husband's from Jamaica, and his family owns some car dealerships down there. So they go a few times a year. And I get so jealous whenever she posts pictures of the kids swimming. And it's just so beautiful. Humpty Dumpty was actually a cannon on it. No, I know. Well, I'm saying Humpty Dumpty, like the shape of him, like the roundness of him. The quail look so small right now, but then they get like this kind of more bull roundness to them as they get older. I'm a beach person too, but always wanted to go to Australia. Yes, you can go see Nettie in Australia. Hi, Jean. Good morning. We're just out here talking. So, got to do a video on the Cornish cross that from when I brought them in during the Arctic blast. I did a video on Saturday when Jeremy's at work, and I published it Saturday. So that was like a real-time video that was just showing all the animals are so happy to not be cold and happy to be dry and happy to have running water. It was so nice to turn that hose on yesterday and clean out their troughs and give everybody fresh water instead of hauling it from the house. That sucked. I'd do it again for a million years if I had to for them, but that was horrible. But it just made me thankful for having electric and running water. You can't live without water, you guys. It's hard. Bye, Eric. Good to see you. Have a good day at work. Everyone say bye to Greenhorn 1 Acre. If you haven't gone out to his channel, you need to go out there. He is building a tiny house out on his property in Arizona, and it is amazing. Like, I love the way it looks. It's like a rustic modern. I don't know how to explain it. I love it. It's got the woods. It's got the metals. I love it. Preston stayed up last night and he edited a video and he did such a good job. He really is doing a good job editing his videos. He just doesn't put them out much. I mean, he does more than Matt Payne, but no, I'm just kidding. So Preston is at 839 subs, I think, and he needs to get to 1,000, and he needs to get to his 4,000 hours to be monetized. But he's a little kid. He just turned 14. But that I love that he loves it. He's got all the equipment and stuff that he needs to do it. He is so active and outside all the time that he does video all the time. But to get him to sit down and make a video, I do all the background. I do the words and the SEO. So he did a video that I'm about to post. I actually uploaded right before my live. I just need to go in and do a title. You guys have any good suggestions for titles? It is about shed hunting. He went shed hunting. And I urge you all to go to his channel later on today, Oklahoma Adrenaline Life. If you haven't gone out and subbed them, go give him some love. But he made this awesome video. I'm going to show you a little bit of it. And in the video, they went shed hunting. Him and his daddy, they went in the back. And then at the end, he shows when they sat. He shows at the end where they sat. Hold on, where they sat at the deer stand and watched all the deer. Now, when they went, they saw 20 to 25 deer. I'm not going to show you the deer shed. I'm going to let you guys watch it. But at the very end of his video, he films until it gets dark. And then it sounds like he's going to be gone from the video. And then he brings this awesome fast forwardness here. At one point, there's 20 to 25 deer right there in front of them. And when I went live and went out there, we only saw 2. Let me get to where he fast forwards. Here it is. This is at the end. So watch after the light goes dark, and he added all this. Look how many deer that is at our food plot right there. I told you guys that we've been feeding them through this cold weather and stuff. This was on, I think, Friday? No, Thursday. See, it got dark. Isn't that awesome? He's done such a great job with that. I'm behind on my... I haven't seen a comment in a while. I wonder if my computer, everything's working. Oh, my computer's not plugged in, but it's still got full bars. Is everybody there? Oh, yeah. Thanks, Annie Ann. Let me plug in this MacBook here. There we go. Everything's a little brighter. Thank you, Jocelyn. I can sit back on my back porch at night and watch the deer go by through my property drops. That's awesome. So we've got a lot of property out here, and I've never seen a deer come up like, you know, on my front porch or even over there. When we first moved here, we did the 17 acres for the goats. Some came out of this tree line here, and they jumped over the goat fence, and that was it. That's the only time I've ever seen them. Otherwise, they're in the back. But, you know, I think we help by keeping in the back. The noise and the dogs keep them away from this area, and we give them peace and quiet back there, and we feed them, and they're happy. We love to watch them on the cellular camera that we have. Hi, Spanish Homestead. Good to see you. I'm going to grab a link real quick, you guys, to Preston's channel. If you guys can go out and show him love. If you haven't subscribed to him, please do. Watch some of his videos. He's such a great kid. Oklahoma Adrenaline Life. There you are. All right. I'm going to drop it over in the comments, you guys, later on, or when you get a chance, or even right now. Go ahead and click on it. And show him some love. That's Preston. So it's lots of animals. Speaking of boys and cellular cameras, he came in the middle of the night and he says, "Mom, guess what I got on my trap? A skunk." What are we going to do with a skunk? I don't know. I have no clue. Oh, it's Beautiful Life. Thank you so much, Crystal and Pat. Thank you. So he's got a skunk in his or the dog trap that he has. It's not coming up, or else I'll show you. You can't really see it. He's got a skunk in it. So he and I are going to have to go have an adventure here in a little bit when I get off this live and after I post this video for him and figure out what to do with the skunk. Isn't that going to be nice? Any suggestions on a name for his video, you guys? Shed hunt and then watching the deer eat. I know, Mom. I know. He came in the middle of the night. He's like, Mom, you will not believe what I got on camera. I'm like, what, bub? He's like, there's a skunk. It's like, no, there's not. He's like, yes, there is. Let me find it. It's not getting good reception out here. Oh, because I'm not on the internet because I was uploading video. That would be the reason. Anyway, so we've got to go do something with that whenever I'm through here. That's going to be fun. Oh, bye, Lila. See you later. Thank you so much for coming over. It's Oklahoma Adrenaline Life. I'm going to put the link in my comments, you guys. There it is. There it is. What is that? Let's see here. Yeah. Oklahoma Adrenaline Life, you guys. DK family, hello. I caught a skunk in a raccoon trap last week. Okay, let's talk about that. Because this is in one of those, one of those dog traps that if they put their hand in it, it holds them there. It doesn't hurt them. It's one of those dog traps, so it doesn't hurt any dogs. And I don't even know where to begin with this. Deer invasion. But we're all there. But where's all the sheds? Oh my God, Annie Ann. I'm taking a picture of that because I won't be able to come back to this live for another 24 hours and see all these. Okay, taking a picture. Picture taken. Thank you. Kim, thank you so much for subscribing to Preston's channel. Kim Nelligan, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you, guys. I get notifications on my phone whenever people subscribe, so it's so sweet of you. Thank you. Oh, David, come on with the come on. I never hear him mentioning rabbits. They had a blast here in my yard. They love the snow. Yeah, and they loved my tomato plants, Ma. Right? I don't ever see rabbits. Here. Now, there is one that generally crosses the driveway over by the neighbors. In the evenings when we come, we'll see it crossing, but we don't ever see rabbits. I think they saw one on camera maybe once or twice, but never see any rabbits. Really never see any squirrels. Like they say they're going squirrel hunting. They never see squirrels. It's really weird. I don't know if it's because of the hawks, maybe, because we have lots of like buzzards or vultures and hawks, which I haven't seen lately because of the cold weather. Spanish Home says, I feel so looky here. The only threat that they have are foxes. Yes, we here in Oklahoma don't have foxes where I live, but we do have coyotes and bobcats and mountain lions. Thank you, Colleen. She said she already subscribed to Preston's channel a while back ago. A goat escaping eating my lemon trees. I wish I could have lemon trees. Wouldn't it be so nice to live in Spain, you guys? Paffords are here. Hey, Charlie. Good to see you. Unless it's deer season, then the squirrels are everywhere. We're all blackjack oaks, so everywhere is just covered in acorns. So I don't know. I guess maybe they're just so well fed. They're so fat, they're not climbing the trees and we can't find them. I just don't even know. That's so funny. I'm just looking to make sure that I've said all the names for the giveaway again. I did 2 runner-ups for the giveaway. So the 2 runner-ups are people for the main giveaway, you guys, for the AM Sermanis. I did a first runner-up and a second runner-up just in case the first runner-up can't show proof that they've done what they were supposed to do to enter the giveaway, which I'm pretty sure she did, but it's just for backup. Oh, yeah. Come on, Homestead. They got a little bit of everything, including bears and gators. Jocelyn building the Daniels. We have wild hogs, a mountain lion that comes through regularly. God, I do not wish the hogs on anyone, and I do not want them here. They're about 30 minutes south, so of course they'll be here sometime, but they tear up everything, and I'm really scared that they tear up my area where my animals are and my gardens. I'm not quite sure. Oh, Annie Ann. She said, Preston's not my son, but I'm mom proud of him. We're all proud of that little turd. He's so cute. He's certainly 14 and likes to talk back, that's for sure. Bears, come on. Yes, they have bears in Florida. Black bears. We don't have bears here. I know that they have them way south, a few hours south, like by the Texas border, but we don't have them up here yet. I know that there was alligators down south by the Texas border, and they did a show on it. I saw it on the internet, and they all were in hibernation. So the alligators' heads were up out of the ice. The ice was like this, and it was just the brim of their nose with their nose holes in it out of the ice. And they were kind of just floating and suspended in the ice. And they said that they were in hibernation and they were going to be fine. Hey, Pafford Homestead, you guys have water and electric? I know that Texas has been really bad. I know you're further south. Okay, there was a bear down by Salina. Oh, wow. Right, they say sometimes the bear are just moving through. Yeah, sometimes they say they're just moving through. And they kind of say that about mountain lions. But when we moved out here and I started buying all those Kiko goats, I haven't talked much about it, just kind of here and there. When we first moved out here and the house wasn't built and we had this whole area and we finally got it done. We have a 17-acre paddock for the goats over here. And I started buying Kiko goats because I thought I'm going to get into Kikos. They're hardy. They're more disease resistant. They're better moms, you know, stuff like that. Just get them and just go with the big, nice goats. No, I lost almost every single one of them to a mountain lion. And everyone says there's no mountain lions out here. The wildlife, everything says there's no mountain lions and that they've never released any. Well, there's people 2 miles down the road that have video cameras. They were building their house and watched one walk through their house several times. And it had a big necklace like a box on it. That would be a released mountain lion if you ask me. But of course, Oklahoma is not going to say that they did that. Yes, Jocelyn. She says they're so close to Arkansas. Salina is over there. Where is it? Is it down? Someone told me the other day. It's not down 412. It's down 40. 40 east. Okay, never lost power, Charlie, but you did get water yesterday. Thank God. Annie Ann said, yep, no thank you. Annie Ann, my best friend's mom lived at 111th and Lynn Lane, kind of back in the east, a little bit of that area. She lived there for years, and she has seen something black that resembled a mountain lion. So kind of like a Black Panther several times in her backyard. And she's not the only one in Broken Arrow that's seen that. So again, if it was traveling through, I don't know. Preston's seen something black and slithery like a mountain lion here. There are darker ones, so maybe when it's at a distance it looks dark, but that's sightings. North of 412 on 82. Okay, I didn't know if it was straight, Salina was straight 82. I'm sorry, straight 412, or if you had to go down to I-40, because Kristen Chitty's down that way by like Weber's Falls and then over to I-40 towards Arkansas. Kentucky Fried Tofu, hello. We have alligators here in South Florida. They are pretty tasty. I could imagine. Preston loves alligator. 5 days no water. We were stinky. Ooh, give that baby a bath. DK family says the color is a GPS tracker to see where it's traveling pattern. Right. So my point, I guess I could have traveled from another state. You're right. It could have traveled this way. Long time no see, Christian Payne in the house. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Drop said mountain lions, cougar, and panther are all the same species. Yes, yes, they are. It's all the same. Cougar, panther, mountain lion. They say mountain lion out here. I sometimes say panther. Come on, said Annie Ann. There's a reason I overbuilt everything for the animals. See, I could imagine with bears. Lazy C. Hi, Kristen. She said, we saw one in my parents' yard down there in Weber's Falls. It was 30 yards from our front door. So was it the mountain lion, Kristen? There was a couple coyote in our neighborhood. I was walking my dog and there's only 50 feet away from me. That's so scary. I know, right? I came outside for today's live. Exactly, Christian, because it has been, well, you know, How's your turkey pen holding up? Matt said it was holding up, but now that everything's thawed. Jeremy said we're supposed to get snow again in like a week. I don't know. DK Family says they do have them in Kansas. Could be one of yours. Yeah, could have been just traveling through. You're right. I didn't think about that. I just thought that we do see them and we have had lots of issues. Right. Jocelyn said we don't have a stable breeding population, therefore we don't have them. So they're not like breeding and living in people's areas by their homesteads. They're just travel through. I'm too old to be targeted by a cougar. Mark safe by middle age. Oh, said Aquarius. Jared Crocker was on Preston's live one time. They were just talking about stuff to hunt with their pew-pews and stuff. And he started saying something about a cougar, and it was hilarious. Thank you, Homestead Aquarius. Thumbs up for us, Paragon Ridge. That's so funny. We aren't the only ones that see him in the area. Yeah, so there's lots of sightings of all kinds of stuff. Hell, people see Bigfoot, right? Down in South Oklahoma, they have Bigfoot tours and hunts, and they have a Bigfoot festival. I wanted to take the kids for a ride and go to that one year. I think it's in May or September? They're not interested. I just thought it'd be funny to go and watch somebody talk about it and show the footprints and just something silly that the kids would always remember, but they weren't interested. Thumbs down for sighting staying in the city sounds good to me. Right, Ma? My mom's like, nope, no mountain lions. Laura Duff, Philo, Oklahoma here. So glad I found your channel. Hi, Laura Duff. Welcome. We are talking about the wildlife in Oklahoma on a funny side of being scared of like bears or hogs or cougars and things like that. That's what we're in the middle of talking about. Our live chats kind of just go in all different ways. They just go down rabbit holes sometimes, but they're always so fun. Did you, Crystal? Crystal, this beautiful life. She said they went to the Bigfoot Festival. Yeah, was it fun? I've asked the kids for a couple of years if they want to go, and they don't ever want to go. Yes, welcome everybody. Welcome Laura Duff. Thank you so much for coming over. The wind is making my screen move. I hunt rich cougars. Drops. You're funny. You guys crack me up. My husband's sister swears she saw Bigfoot like 10 miles south of my house. I mean, there's some mysterious, weird noises outside sometimes, but I don't know. People believe in different things. I don't believe in Bigfoot, but my brother-in-law swears he saw him up by Grand Lake. Oh, you've been to the Bigfoot Festival too? Yeah, we were talking about that. I was asking the kids if they would want to go to it, but they don't. I would love to just go because I think it'd just be so interesting. Jocelyn building the Daniels, the Bigfoot they caught on camera in Kenwood about 10 years ago is actually my husband picking up cans. I'm not joking. Are you kidding me? Is there a link to that article? Can you post a link to that article? Or what should we type in? Bigfoot sighting in Kenwood? Joyce with This Beautiful Life says, we had a good time. No cell device. It was fun watching the ones. What is that? There's a hawk. I was just talking about not seeing any. There's one right there. See it? That might be why there's no rabbits. Hey, get this. Australia was having trouble with cougars ever since World War II. Our military took them there as mascots. They were released. They have been breeding and spreading since then. Oh my gosh. Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy. As mascots. Cassie did? I didn't ask her about that. When did she say that, Annie Ann? Over by her house? Annie Ann saying that Cassie with Walker's Farm Fam says that she's pretty sure that she saw one. Jocelyn said, no, it was back in the day of flip phones and cell phone pictures. I don't know anyone still has it. Oh, that's hilarious, though. That's so funny. Paffer says, yeah, there's a guy here in Dayton, Texas, says that he's seen Bigfoot. I know. Kristen, when when I find it, I'll send it to you. I'll message you. That would be fun. We should go together and bring the kids. Hey will be big enough to remember. You know, like if it's this year. No snow there. I'm surprised. Or is that so? Nope. The snow is melted. Actually, it hasn't all melted. There's some snow by the pond right there. Some snow. I think I'll get Wi-Fi. I'll go see if there's snow by the barn, you guys, if you want to look at the barn. Do I still have you on the Wi-Fi? Nope, all the snow is gone. There's my boy and my girl. They're enjoying the sun. Enjoying that sun, aren't you? Are you enjoying that sun? My bear. No, it looks like all the snow is gone over here. Because the sun's been out for the past 3 days. There. We'll give you some more lovin's. Need to give you some more lovin's, my bear. Mommy bear. Mama bear. You guys, he's the cutest dog, I swear. He's so good. Bonnie's a good girl, too. Is Bonnie a good girl? Is she a good girl? She had a long night barking all night. Yeah, you're a good girl. Big stretches, Bonbon. Big stretches, Bear. Did you have a long night barking all night? That's what they do, is sleep all day long because they're up all night barking and keeping the coyotes away from us. And there's a goose in my house. She talked about it on the live chats. And there's his Trail of Tears bike ride. Oh. Preston, enough, bub. Again, my beautiful chicken blanket. Wrap myself up. Okay, good, Ma. Good. So it worked right there. That's where I generally stand to use my phone because my phone doesn't work very good. So that was good. Maybe I could do a live over there by the barn, or looking towards the barn one day. We spent the night in a tent. Apparently they knock on trees. Oh my God, I would be so freaked out. There's no way. Okay, bye. Come on. Thank you so much for coming over and chatting with us. Good to see you. Anyways, that's the only snow that I see here. There's some in the trees by the rocks. But that's kind of in a shaded area. That's the last snow that's left over there beyond the pool. And then that's our pond right there. I don't know. It kind of goes down. The pond was solid ice. We did not take a chainsaw, but the kids and Jeremy walked it, and it was stable because it's not very deep. I want to say 2 foot deep maybe in the edges. And they brushed it all off, and they ice skated with their boots on. And then Jeremy took them ice fishing. They had so much fun. They went to a couple different ponds, and I think they used an axe, and they made a hole in the ice at the pond down at the end by the driveway. They had a great time. They didn't catch anything. Hi, Little Creek Homestead. How are you? Valor Family Farm. What's the temp there? I just looked a few minutes ago. It was 59. That's why we're outside. But it's such a nice day. Oh, look, it's 62 now. 62. I'm on the north side of the house, so we get all the wind from the west. So I hope you can still hear me. I'm not sure where the microphone is on a MacBook. Maybe it's flat. I don't know. I'm back. My little lad just picked a chili, eaten it and has just had a meltdown while I missed it. Oh my gosh. Preston and Parker eat chili sometimes too, but oh my gosh. Give him some milk. Is he okay? Sorry, Spanish Homestead. Fowler Family Farm says that their snow is gone, but their ponds are still somewhat frozen. Yeah. You know, now that I look at it, it is frozen because see how it's a light white color? You guys can see it. It's right there. Oh, it's so hard when you're opposite. Okay, right there. That's our pond. So, and I don't see the wind moving the water, so it's still ice. I had to dump all the ice. There was still like thick ice in the troughs yesterday, and the ducks wanted in it so bad. They kept going like this, and then one duck got on top of it and was trying to swim on top of the ice because the ice was floating. Poor little duck. It was kind of funny. Poor thing. But I will tell you, once the ice melted, I went and drove down the back checking the fence because I didn't want to get stuck before checking the goat fence. And Bonnie and Bear took me to like this area, and it was kind of flat and it overlooked the cliff. And I thought, I've never been back over here before. And so I followed the dogs back, and look, this was under, it melted to show this. This is one of my favorite parts of the property in the spring. You can see the beautiful moss, and it's always like right in time for Patty's Day. It just makes me so happy. That's on our rocks. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love that stuff. I love going around and exploring and finding different trees and plants. Yeah, 18-month-olds and chilies don't mix. You are right. Gave him some goat milk. Oh. Yes, Jocelyn said to Spanish that we had been talking about mountain lions and Bigfoot. We did. Yeah, our ducks. So we have some ducks. We have 2 ducks. Somebody bought them last year. A friend's friend bought them for their kids for Easter, and they were cute and everything, but they weren't cute when they were living in their bathtub. So she asked if she wanted them. She said no, but Chrissy might, and I said sure. They just live with the chickens. When it's not so cold out, they have a pool, but otherwise they like to swim in any kind of water bucket that they have or trough. I think I took some pictures of them yesterday. One has a big poof ball on their head. And yeah, here's a picture of them. There's our ducks. One's white and one's brown, and they're both girls. I figure because they don't have a curl on their tail. And they just think they're chickens. They just do everything that the chickens do. Yeah, I didn't tape it because I was enjoying watching them yesterday in the beautiful weather. Thank you so much. I know. They were trying, I had a bucket in the coop during like the cold spell. And so I'd switch out the buckets. So I'd go out there and their bucket would be like frozen around the outside and just water on the inside. So I'd switch it out every couple hours and give them new, and I'd keep it in their coop, which I don't normally do, but it's the only way to try to keep it semi-defrosted. And as soon as I'd bring it in, that duck would just get in the bucket. Well, it's just a regular farm bucket, and she'd be trying to like splash water on her wing. I'm like, get out of that, dopey. That's the water for the chickens. We don't want you to poop in it. But she didn't care. -20. I'm going swimming in that warm water. She did not care. God, they're so messy, Annie Ann. Ducks are so messy. My geese do the same. They swim with any water they can. So I've had geese. So I bought 2 geese, the solid white ones. I don't remember the names before. And I loved them. And they had blue eyes. The noisiest buggers I've ever had in my life. He squawked all day long and all night long. He was a great guard dog. And I had him in with the pigs. Because they loved each other and they slept together, and they'd pick up after the pigs and eat all the scraps and stuff. And so then I thought, I want, what did I get? The brown ones. So then I got 2 brown ones, and they never made a noise. They were very skittish. They didn't want to come over to me. The one male white one would always come over and like peck me, but then he'd go like that, and I could like rub his head, and he was so soft, and I could feed him out of my hand. But God, geese are so loud. Little Creek said, no geese here. They tend to attack me. Yeah, they're mean. They will attack you. I've had mine attack me when I went in there before. Mean having them in that area. They had tons of room, and they had the pool and all kinds of stuff. But I've always had like the chickens out and the ducks out. And since we moved here, they're in their coop and they have like their run, and then they're inside the goat paddock. So I keep the run open, and they have free time and place all over in the goat paddock. Sometimes they get out of the fence and come up. But I hate when they poop all over. My turkey lives on my front porch. I'm not kidding. He sleeps by the goats, but he lives by my front porch. In the morning, he pecks on my front glass. He gobbles at me. You've probably heard him in all my videos. When I try to talk, he's love him to death. But I don't love his poop by my door. I'm constantly having to like power wash or wait for it to dry and sweep it. You have guests over, and it's always like, okay, I'll clean the bathroom. You go sweep the front porch and get all the turkey poop off of it. Ask anyone when they come over. I'm like, sorry, the turkey poops by the front door. They're like, we know, we're on a farm. Pet Goose George is nice. It's a funny channel to watch. Oh, how cute. I will. Hopefully I'm going to get some cotton patch geese this year. They're very cute. I haven't heard of them. Cotton patch? We have buff geese, and they are noisy. Matt's uncle gave them to Wyatt. Buff. So, like, buff color, like Buff Orpington, Kristen? There was a family of geese at my work several years ago. They would attack the security guard all the time. It was hilarious. Were they Canadian geese? That's so fun. Like, I would totally, like, if someone gave me geese, I would totally keep them. And their noise wouldn't bother me because you know where the barn is, everybody. It's kind of over there. And you could hear everything over here right now. But my animals, for the most part, are pretty quiet, except Tom Tom. Bonnie and Bear bark all night. And then Tom like yells at me all the time and follows me around like a dog. But the goats really don't ever make noises. The donkey doesn't really make noises. If the goats see me coming or hear a food bucket, they'll start like bang and yelling at me. But otherwise, they're quiet. Now, I have neighbors right down the hill here, and every day about 4:12 to 4:15, you hear the cows, you hear the donkeys, you hear the goats. It gets so loud. I'm like, yep, it must be close to 4:30 because that's what time their mom feeds them every day. And you'll look, it's like 4:15. You're like, yep, it's time for feeding. It's hilarious. Jocelyn says she loves geese. Her kids are louder than anything else. Mine are too. Well, especially when they use the geese call in the house or the duck call. Lazy Seahome says that they're more of a tan. He said that they're called American Buff. Jason Aver says, yes, they are. Hello, Jason. Good to see you. So, Jason, this weather has put us behind. Today is 6 weeks till our last frost date, which I'm going to add another couple to it because I'm not going to direct sow like I did last year, like on the day, because I had the itch. What do you have planted right now? What do you have growing in the house? I'm going to have to do mine in the house because my greenhouse isn't done yet. But once it gets done, even if I had to put some heat, like supplemental heat or heat lamps in there to keep it warmer than the outside, I think the seedlings would be okay. If I can get up to like 70 in there. I'm surprised that Whiskey is so quiet. He's such a good boy. Yeah. So like if he wants a treat or food, he'll do that little crank up. It's like cranking up his wheel. And he does, and then he goes, but it's so rare. Like he never talks. Sometimes though, the neighbor will tell me, I heard Whiskey today. He'll talk back and forth with their donkeys. They have a little talk once in a while, but it's not often. Goat milk, say, is truly beneficial. Yeah, goat milk is good for anyone that has any dairy allergies. If your kids can't drink cow milk. My neighbors have peacocks. They are so noisy. I love it when they come to the harvest. Them in December, it's so quiet. So they actually harvest the peacocks. Here, they're so expensive. I've never heard of anybody eating a peacock. I mean, they're hundreds and hundreds of dollars each. So they're just pretty much for show, I guess, or for reproducing. That is awesome. I've never heard of eating peacock either. Lazy C is starting her peppers this week and tomatoes next week. Awesome. Jason says just got the garlic outside, but I had potato slips going in, peppers and a few hundred perennials, herbs starts going. Oh yes. So I haven't been big on herbs. Like I'll do basil or whatnot. I do want to have an herby kind of garden. Jason, do you think I should do the herbs under my tomato plants in my raised beds, or I'm going to make a butterfly and bee sanctuary plant area over by my barn this year, and I'm going to try to just do all kinds of flowers? Would it be beneficial to put some herbs over there or make the herbs go over there? Jason says I'm going to wait an extra week before I get the tomatoes started. The last frost last year about garden in. Yes, Jason. Thanks so much for the advice, and thanks for telling us what you've got going on your homestead. Jason's our master gardener friend that helps us and to understand and learn and be guided by what we do with gardening, you guys. So if you haven't checked out Jason Avers, Avers, you need to make sure that you go over to his channel. So educational. Twilight bark, or rather Twilight Bray. Lazy C's planning on getting a couple dairy does this year. You could come milk my girls. There's like 3 of them in milk back there. I even have a stanchion, but the kids, if you've seen Preston's videos from last year, him and Dale tried to drink it, tried to do the whole cold thing, the whole warm thing, and they both about puked. That's what I thought. Okay, I'm not going to be milking goats. No one wants the milk. If you put basil next to your tomatoes, it will work really well. Borage goes well with your tomatoes too. You know, I saw a few years ago, Jess with Roots and Refuge, she had borage, and I thought about it. I ended up comfrey, totally different situation, planting it in pots. But I was doing it more just to get it from my compost pile. Okay, the painter's there. Yay! Homestead Aquarius. Jason Avers is good folks to know and learn from. Yes, he is awesome. Little Creek, we're looking for another young Dolan since we lost one recently and need a buddy for our survivor. Oh, well, now's the time. Everybody's been kidding the last 2 or 3 weeks, generally, what I've been seeing. So now would be the time to maybe find a bottle baby, or maybe in about 8 to 9 weeks from now, find one that's being weaned off their mom. Oh, it's from the 101 Dalmatians, the Twilight Bark. Hi, Mary's Ranch. You're not late. We're just talking about seeds and gardening and animals and Bigfoot and just all kinds of fun stuff. Gosh, we went over an hour, but why not, you guys? No more bottle babies. I know. I've got Med Mardigan is my bottle baby, and he still thinks he is. He was ignoring me the other day, though, when I was videoing. I was trying to love on him, and he's like trying to back up. He's like, leave me alone. I don't want you right now. I am doing my very first garden this year, DK family. That is so awesome. You know, you learn so much. And if I could encourage you to write it down or at least video it and post it on your channel, or keep a book, some kind of gardening record, I encourage you to do that, because I've been gardening for years and years and years, but not big gardens, and just like tomatoes and peppers here and there, stuff like that. And then I started to do a big garden at my last house, and then at just kind of the last minute, after I put up like a greenhouse and stuff, we decided we were going to move out here to this property. And now last year was my first year with raised beds, and I learned so much last year. But I also grew so much stuff because I was so excited and just had the itch. Thought I had a green thumb, which I do. I really do. And I loved every second of it. But there's lots of stuff I wouldn't do, and I'm not this year. I'm not going to direct sow as early. I'm not going to wait till April 15th as our last frost date. No, because we get a lot of rain here in Oklahoma, and unless you cover those seeds, they're going to scatter like your carrots, right? So if you plant carrots, put a board that doesn't have any kind of toxins in it over it. So if it rains, it doesn't make them pour down the side and just scatter all over your garden, things like that. I planted my brassicas too close together, so it was a solid, very thick, hard, solid row. So when you go in and you're supposed to clean it out and thin them out, I didn't want to do that because they were beautiful plants that I grew. So I put them in other places, or I tried to give them away. I put them in buckets to give away to people. Won't do that. Their seeds are so little, so don't just go in a row with them. I mean, there's so much stuff that I learned that I won't do this year. And then I started a lot. I started way too much last year, and it was before the pandemic, but I still overgrew tomatoes, and I had so much, and I had so many tomato beds, but I tried to give them away, and no one wanted them. I mean, I did, but I even put it on like local pages, just thought I could help. I mean, I had them in nice containers and everything. It's like free tomato plants, all these heirloom varieties, free peppers. No one wanted them, and so I stopped taking care of them, and I let them go into the compost bin. So there's just some things you learn. So I just encourage you to write it down or document it in some way, but you're going to have a great time. Oh, Milo is such a cute little goat name. Yes, Little Creek said, keep a garden journal. Definitely do that. This year is our biggest garden we've ever done. This is Spanish Homestead saying, as we have started a market garden this year. Congratulations. That's a lot of work. Oh my gosh. DM'd NJ, hello. I'm new to hatching chicks. Should you leave the chick in the incubator after they hatch? Does it damage the other chicks hatching if I open the incubator? Yes, and yes, and yes. So DM, you could leave them in there for like 2 days because everyone hatches at a different rate. So you might have a whole bunch of chicks hatch this day and then maybe 2 or 3 hatch the next day. So I generally leave them in there for 2 days until I'm at day 21 actually is when they should be hatching. Sometimes they hatch sooner. So I actually wait till day 23 to make sure that my eggs are done hatching. They will survive without water and food for 2-3 days after they're born because they absorb the yolk in their belly. You'll see that if you ever watch them hatch. That's what I do. I also do dry hatches, so I don't worry about humidity and other batches of eggs above them in my big GQF cabinet, but that's what I do. And yeah, don't open that door all the time. When you open that door, you're shrink wrapping the eggs that haven't hatched or are trying to pip. So I know we all want to like jump in there and we want to hold them and kiss them and love them, but it's best just to kind of let them go. Open it up, take out the chick, show your kids, take pictures, your first chick ever. That's so awesome. Put it back in and close the door and just watch from the little glass window. Jocelyn said she did her first garden last year and she learned so much by fumbling along. Exactly. So like I said, I've been gardening for years, but I learned so much last year because I haven't done raised beds. I haven't been on rock in the middle of the woods. That was different. I haven't had such an invasion of bugs. That was different. That made me walk away from my garden in July and August. So that was sad. I'm going to try to do something differently this year, but I don't know what. Besides the mothballs that we talked about last week. I think it was Jean or Lila, or maybe Patty Price, one of them said you could put mothballs down to try to get rid of some of your beetles. Hi, Kimberly Amburn. I loved your shirt, your Kiki shirt for Elowin. I saw that yesterday on your picture. It was so cute. Sorry, it's my friend Kimberly, and her granddaughter calls her Kiki. Well, she's still a tiny baby, but her granddaughter's name is Elowin. Isn't that pretty? I've never heard of it before. Elowyn. What'd you say, Kimberly? Let's see. I may do a journal this year. Great idea. I'm ready to get my seeds going, and this may wait a little bit while. Yes, Kimberly. So you should come over because I've got an overabundance of seeds. So before you go buy any or do anything, come over. Let's do it together. Bring all your seed trays, and we could do it together in the house where it's warm, or even in the greenhouse if it's another week or so before you come over. But you would love that. Hi there, Bobby Jean or Michael, not sure who. MB Heritage Farms is in the house. Hello. Oh, Little Creek said she keeps asking for an incubator and she's still waiting. Well, I will tell you that my chicken best friend yesterday was asking me what model I have because she had an older GQF, the brown one, and I have the white one, and I thought I had it 4 or 5 years. She said I only had it for 3 years. But anyways, so she said she's been looking to get mine and everywhere is sold out. So you just kind of have to wait. If that makes you feel any better, they're kind of sold out on the GQF Sportsman 1502 is what she says. Yep. Jason Avery says, try lots of different things, make lots of mistakes. Oh, DM Genji, you're welcome. Ask away. That's what we're here for. It's just so hard. It's so hard when the chicks are so cute and you're so proud of yourself for doing it, but it's really just best. That's why I do dry hatch. I put them in and I forget about them, and I put it down a calendar and I'm like, oh, chicks are supposed to hatch. I do have them in I have a barn dough, so we go in and out of the shop and we hang out in the shop all day long, back and forth, and go through there to go over to my barn. So Jeremy will come in the morning, just say he's getting ready for work. He's like, oh, I hear some chicks. I'm like, oh, yep, today's the day. So we kind of can stay aware of what's going on out there. Mom, pretty name sounds Welsh. Oh, Elowyn? Yeah, it is pretty, isn't it? It's with an E. Thanks, Mom. Bobby Jean. Okay, it's Bobby Jean. Hello. Hope you're well. We're well. We are enjoying the weather outside. How is it by you? Great information here. Thank you all. And Dale, you're welcome. Darlene Powell, hello from North Florida. Welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining our live. Tomato plants coming up. That is awesome. We're so excited about, all of us. It's just yesterday was our first nice day, and today is a really nice day. I'm sure it'd be warmer in the sun, but trying to get this internet working over here is working really well for me. I don't really want to move. Oh, beautiful day there. Yes, awesome. Everybody seems to be having a beautiful day. Except Bobby Jean. Nasty and rainy. We're supposed to have 2 dry days this week and then another 7 days straight rain. And that's the thing is you have a dry day and you get so like you want to go outside, but then you're in like this much mud. So you have 1 wet day and it takes 4 days to dry. That's how it is here in Oklahoma at least. And when it's all like red clay, I mean, you could see this behind me. It's all red clay, you guys. This isn't because we put sandy loam and then got the sod just in front of the house and on the side, you know, in the backyard where the dog Booney Bear goes. But see all that red clay? It's not hard. It's soft and squishy and it's all away. I mean, it just absorbs. I can't even tell you how much gravel we brought in when we were first making our road and our driveway. It just absorbs it. Kristen says, I'm excited about growing my habaneras and jalapenos. Heatless pepper. A heatless pepper. Girl, you may need to save me 2 or 3 of those seeds. I might grow it. Annie Ann says she's praying for strawberries. Made it through the cold. So, and we, what day? Whatever the day is that I went, because I had to pick up those chicks from the post office when I went to Tractor Supply and got the wood sheddings and those 2 troughs. They had an overabundance of supplies. They must have just got them in. They had all kinds of vining things, such as strawberries, and they had these white strawberries. I mean, they had plum trees and pecan and date. They had all kinds of good stuff. But I did see strawberries, and they were like $6.96 for like a little box. I guess the vines were in there. Is that what you started with? I have never done strawberries, but I do have wild blackberries, but their season's very short. So you have to go out there and pick every couple days, and they tear you up. But I make the preserves with that. Oh, thank you, Lazy C. She's going to give me some plants. She says they always start way too many. I need to come over. Maybe like spring break. That's in a couple months, right? Maybe next month, I think. Maybe spring break, I'll come over for a couple hours and visit you in the farms. And I want to see all your animals. Okay. I'll go see if they have them. Next time I go Tractor Supply, I'll look and see if they have them. And if they do, I'll pick them up for you. Yeah, they were white and the seeds were black. Jason said red clay is good, loaded with phosphorus. It just needs to be broken down, mixed with light gravel, and have some organic matter each year to build it up. So, Jason, I understand that. But in the areas around the red that you see, it's solid rock, like solid rock. I can't even drive a T-post around here. I had to hire people, and they had to get augers and all kinds of stuff just to put fence posts in. So that's why I have the raised bed garden. And I brought in some compost it's the mushroom compost mix from Gem Dirt. Worst thing I could have ever done. It's the worst, crappiest dirt ever. So I had to amend the dirt over and over last year, and I've been doing that ever since. And I've got it good. I've used my worm castings. I do worm tea. I do the manure tea from the goats. I've amended it with the goat compost. I've made my own compost, and I think my dirt's good now. But yeah, I wonder how elderberries do with phosphorus, because I just bought some more elderberry starts. I would really love to have a whole line of elderberries so I can make elixirs. Kimberly Amber said she needs to take a look at her strawberries. She hopes that they survive the snow too. Yes, anytime. Hopefully Burger Barn will be open by then. It's the best little burger joint. It's in Weber Falls. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be so fun. Oh, Homestead Aquarius has to go walk the dog. Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by, Homestead Aquarius. Annie Ann says, mine are ever bearers. I planted them last year and covered them with straw. If they made it through the cold this year, it would be the best harvest. So I have struggled with Mr. Google Pants. Mr. Google Pants will not give me the answers. In fact, won't give me the answers at all, that it asks me to suggest the questions so it can do further like examination of what I'm Googling. What I've been trying to Google is what dies at certain temperatures. And so what I'm talking about is like bacterias and like the good bacterias and the fungi. I want to know what's probably died when it was -20 wind chill, but it was really like -10 temperature. And that would include anything like worms for like the goats in the goat paddock. That would include any of my special, like my purple violets and things that grow wild on my property. My moss, obviously. Excuse me. The mosses did beautiful because they're growing, and I just showed you a picture of them a little bit ago. But even just like the acorn germination, or so I'm just not finding an article or information. If you guys know of anywhere that I could look, I would love to find out. Like if that coccidiosis is all gone now because it was below that temperature. If the borer worms, which my goats don't have worms, but they're bad worms out here, if they maybe might not grow as much. If my marigolds that I had a gazillion of them all over my garden, if they're just not going to grow now, which would be great because it's just pretty much going to be a marigold tomato garden. I think I'm going to get some 100-gallon grow bags to plant more berries. We have so much rock here too. So I got someone local, posted them, and I went straight over there and got them. And she's like, I'll save them for you. I'll just call you every time I have them. The big black mineral tubs. I mean, they're like more than 2 foot tall. They're probably 2 foot or more wide, black mineral tubs that they use for their cows. And they are amazing. And they even have tops. Not that I need the tops, but they're amazing. I've got them stacked up in my barn, but I was going to use those for anything raised bed or tomatoes. Sorry, not tomatoes, potatoes. Lazy C Homestead was telling Annie Ann that they're really hardy when they're in the ground, so her strawberries should be okay. So, did you hear that, Kimberly Amburn? Kid family, hello. Yeah. Best Life says strawberries will be fine in the snow. I had them in Colorado, and they always came back. So that's good. So that kind of might tell me that my blackberries will come back and not have to worry about that. So, do you guys find strawberries are best started with seed or started with transplanting? You guys, Bobby Jean's asking if you think strawberries are best started with seed or transplanting. I've always seen the shoots sold, Bobby Jean. You just get the shoots and then you have to grow them from that. Oh, your peppers. Very good. In the big, huge mineral buckets. Jason Avery says most of the perennial plants that were still dormant should make it. Mediterranean plants could be killed off for the roots. The roots should survive. So this year is my first year to not have cannas like in the ground everywhere because we just made the homestead in Hills Mall, and these were his, and then they redid them all. So I bought these from him, but huge pots, and I painted them. But I have cannas in those and all of these out front, like big, beautiful cannas in all of these. So I just love tropical plants. So in the spring and the summer, there's like these big, tall cannas all in these. But that makes me sad. I also got banana plant roots in the fall from a lady in Sapulpa. She gave them to me. I went over there to buy, what was it? Oh, in-ground fish pond for Preston. One of his things that he does, and she ended up giving it to me. She called me a few months later. She's like, "You want these?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I have them in my barn on the ground. So I hope that they're okay because in my barn it was so cold. It killed. I totally forgot about my red wigglers. It killed all my worms. It's actually still icy in there in my my castings. It's just really sad. So I'm gonna have to start over with my worms. Homestead Odyssey, hello. Oh, that sounds awesome, Spanish Homestead. Good luck. Go let her chew your ear off because that sounds amazing. I hope it works out. Go see it. Go check it out. You guys, everyone say bye to Spanish Homestead. I love talking about plants. Maybe I'll plant my seeds today. I've got to go take the grow lights out of the barn because I did it in there. I did them all in the living room last year, and then I moved it to the barn once it got warmer. I was hoping and praying I would have the greenhouse done by now. Like I said, I could have put supplemental heat, but at least they would be getting real daylight. But I'm going to have to start them in the house. I could probably start in the greenhouse today, but it's so muddy over there with all that clay. Jocelyn says she has some strawberries coming up from seeds. It's very slow going. Oh, well, Maybe once it gets warmer, maybe they'll thrive better. Oh, yes, Jason, I forgot about figs. Yes, you have a couple of those that you said that I can have. I'm watching my figs since we moved them to the south side of the house, hopefully enough to get some wood alive. But we'll see. Worm eggs can survive a hard freeze, so they might recover. That sucks. Thank you, Jason. See, you're in my Google pants. It's just some questions that I was wanting to know. I just couldn't find what I was looking for. Drop said he just replanted his gourmet lettuce in some 6-inch pots. And Annie Ann's back. Hello. So Boots and Bounty has kale and butter crunch and some red Simpson that she had growing, and it was solid ice. And I wanted to know how that did. I haven't talked to her since they were still ice in Tennessee, but oh, thank you, Jason. Awesome. He said his fig cuttings that he had indoors are still good. I've got the elderberry cuttings that I bought the other day that are doing well. I just need to grow them out and get them in the ground. It scares me to put things in the ground. Like now I have this elderberry. It's like 3 foot tall in the house next to the fireplace because I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't want to like put it in the ground last fall because I really wanted it. But I need to have 2 plants, I guess, so they could cross-pollinate or be happy or whatever, have a friend. So now I think I got 4 or 5 starts. But that one grew fast. I had that one out on the front porch for the spring. Oh no, for the summer. My friend gave it to me, and man, it grew fast, and it's so beautiful. Oh, Homestead Odyssey. Jason Avers says that they have their first figs growing too. Drop said, I grow romaine, buttercrunch, and red ruby indoors during the winter for salads. I didn't think about that. That would be amazing if I had. I guess I can have a place in the living room to do that. Jocelyn has bok choy or choy cabbage and broccoli and some other cabbages that are still alive and growing. None of it was covered. No cabbages did good for me last year. They didn't even form. My cauliflower didn't do good. My Brussels sprouts didn't do good. My broccoli grew and grew and grew full, and then it started growing tall. And by then, it was really, really hot. So it made a broccoli head that was about that big, maybe 2 thumb size. I was like, well, why did I grow that? Because it took months and months and months and months to grow, and we couldn't even eat it. I gave it to the chickens. And it's not wasteful. When I cut something off and I'm done, I do feed it if I can, if it's not poisonous, to the goats or to the chickens or to whomever. Sorry, I heard a bird. Anyways, so it's not wasteful, but I could buy broccoli at the store and not have to go through 4, 5, 6 months of growth just to get something that big. So I'm lacking something in my soil. I need to change it up, do something else. So I probably will try to grow 1 or 2 this year, but the okra did amazing and I did nothing with it. I don't know how to make okra. I grew it just because I could. And that's one of the things that I learned is like, if you're not going to eat it or can it or use it, don't grow it. But I gave stuff away. But my okra did amazing. So this year, hopefully I will learn how to make okra. Oh, you've got to keep snipping off the flower. Right, to make it stay low and get fuller to grow better. Drops. Kristen said, Lazy C Homestead. My cabbage didn't do anything. I started them way early this year. Jocelyn said, I didn't get nothing in the spring. This is all the stuff that's been growing slowly over the winter. But it's the days that get longer. They grow faster. Yes. Annie Ann loves fried okra. I need to find, well, I've got a gluten-free flour I could do for Jeremy. Jeremy loves okra. I don't fry anything. I'm not a fryer. I guess I need to get a fryer. Bobby Jean says she can't wait to do her okra this year. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Rob said that he said that when you snip the flowers on the sides and you start, it'll start sprouting flowers on the sides when you snip the top, so then it'll start making more broccoli. That makes sense. Kimberly Amber says, my broccoli didn't do great last year. My jalapenos, banana peppers, and tomatoes did amazing, though. My okra was shaded by the other big plants, so I needed more thought this year. I did my okra on the short sides of a raised bed that was full of tomatoes just because I was just looking for more place to do it. And they got so tall, like taller than me. So they got full sun, and it didn't seem to affect the tomatoes at all. Bobby Jean says, well, I got to go. The sun just came out for a little bit, and I have to get some stuff done outside in between the rain. All right, Bobby Jean, good to see you. Yeah, Drops was saying he has a hard time growing the broccoli there because the heat kicks in too fast. Get like 2 weeks of spring, and then it gets hot, and it will bolt. Yep, same here. 2 quacks and 5 clucks. Good to see you. Hello. Welcome over. At a doctor's appointment, just stopping in to say hi. I'll read the comments and okay. Thank you so much for coming over. My best life or the best life. When I started gardening, I kind of grew all kinds of stuff that I don't eat and didn't know how to keep. Now I only plant what I know. Exactly. The best life. That's exactly what I did. So I got seed happy and like really excited and planted so much stuff. I did plant stuff that I never planted before, and I did learn and enjoyed watching it, like kohlrabi. I just didn't have the guts to eat it. So I pulled one out and it sat there and then just kind of dehydrated, and I threw it over the fence into the compost. But and there were several others. But due to starting some stuff really early, I really feel like it stunted its growth. That if I would have done a seed start or just a direct sow 2 or 3 weeks later, that it would have grown better. But I did stuff that like I learned how long it takes to grow, what it likes, what it doesn't. My carrots did horrible. So I'm going to do carrots in those big buckets this year with nice, soft, airy compost. Even though the raised beds, but yeah, they were all split into 3s or to 2s, or some of them were just this little, and they didn't really grow. I did the purple carrots, which are so pretty. So I was able to get some of them when they were tiny and just cut them to see the inside was orange. It was so nice. They're so pretty. You know what? In the next couple weeks, in the spring when it gets really warm, but it's still just, beginning of March, around the 17th, it's usually around St. Patty's Day, I'll go exploring out in the woods with the kids every single day, like way in the back by the creeks. It's just so beautiful. But usually there's the purple violets, the wild purple violets. So I just thought about this. I do plan on collecting as much of that as I can. And I'm going to make violet jelly. If you guys haven't seen that, I had my neighbor got me some pectin because I needed it last minute. And I went out to get some and I couldn't find them the next week after I figured it out. But it is purple. And so you're pretty much just boiling it and getting the sweetness and the color out of the plant, and then you make a jelly. But it is so beautiful. I can't wait to do that. Oh, Jocelyn said she grew like 5 carrots. That's funny. Dip okra in egg and milk mixture and then roll in cornmeal and fry it. It's yummy. Yes, most cornmeal has gluten in it, but I could do the flour, or I could do cornflakes or Doritos, that kind of thing. Oh, yeah, carrots will get weird if they encounter any resistance. Yeah. Melvina Bryant, hello. I planted carrots first time last spring, and they stayed so small. Mine too. I mean, like, for a gnome, like, totally like a Smurf size one. Drop says, that's what I grow my carrots in. Compost raised bed. I grew heirloom rainbow carrots last year. Oh, beautiful. Lazy, I bred my okra and freeze it to keep it for later. I love fried okra. Ooh, Kimberly Amber says she uses Creole seasonings on hers. Yum. Jason Aber says you can always grow half long or Parisian carrots in raised bed. Half long. I wonder what I've got. Their seeds are so small. Oh, Homestead Odyssey lilac jelly. Yes. I have this app on my phone, you guys. It's amazing. I feel like I have to say, I'm not sponsored or anything. It's just an app that I got on my phone that I absolutely love. I just feel like with YouTube, you need to always say, like, I'm not paid or sponsored. It's just something that I like. Okay, it's called Picture This. See this app right here with the flower? It's called Picture This. I haven't used it since last spring, but you take a picture of something out in the wild, and let me see if it's got anything from last year. And then it identifies it for you. I'm going to go to me. Okay, so here's an example. Here's my picture. I take a picture with this app. I hit that button. I took a picture of that. because I had no clue what it was. Does it have a date? October 14th, I took this picture, right? So it pops up and tells me it's coralberry. Coralberry tells me what its scientific name is, and it gives me some other examples of pictures. And then it also talks about like it attracts birds, the description of it, the story behind it, the characteristics. It's a shrub, it's a perennial. So isn't that cool? So I'm always worried about anything being poisonous. Look, fragrant sumac is loading, but I have sumac trees here. It's not poisonous sumac, but see, there's my picture of it, and it tells me what it is. So this app is awesome. I love it. Look, I went back to the clearing, and the grass all looked purple. I mean, it was a haze of beautiful purple. Instead of, see this brown field grass, it was a beautiful haze of purple. I was like, do you see that, Preston? Is that purple to you? He's like, yes, it's gorgeous. So I took a picture of it in October, and it is called Purple Love Grass. Love grasses. Isn't that crazy? See it? It's like really purple. So this app is amazing. Eastern redbud, Parisian silk tree, Spanish dagger. This is a property that we bought that had all these plants over there. I could go back so I can see it. Thistle. These are all stuff from our ranch. Isn't that awesome? It's all wildlife or wild plants. See, there's wild carrot. There's wild onions. Okay, Chickasaw plum, you guys. I identified that last year, and I meant to keep going back and seeing if there's actual plums, because you can make a jelly and you could actually eat them, and I couldn't find anything. It's like once the flowers are gone, I never saw any fruit. This is milkweed, you guys. That's gross. It's got the stringy white strings. But look at this. This is a mock strawberry. So I used this. I found out that it was a false strawberry. It has no taste. It has the crunch from all the seeds. It has no taste. So whenever people came over, I took them over to them, and we all tried them and ate them. It was just so fun. Here we go. Here's my blackberries. That's my pictures from mine. And so they said common blackberry, and then one thing said it was a dewberry. But isn't that awesome? Gold moss, field pumpkin, randomly growing in the back, wild bergamot, honeyvine, horseweed, blue wild indigo, tulip poplar. That's somebody's picture I did. But anyways, so many beautiful things. I love this app. You guys should get it. It's free. There's my persimmons trees. Ohio spiderwort, Texas toadflax. I'm trying to find, I've got cactus here. I've got prickly pear cactus that anyone's welcome to. I will dig it up for you, but it is so pokey. Here we go. Common blue violet. That's it. That's my finger from last year when I smashed it making the raised bed garden, but that's from last year. Let's see what date that was. This is, look, April 15th. So that's a good reminder that we had this on the property. I remember exactly where that is, and it's common blue violet, and I can make a jelly out of that. So anyways, it's awesome app, you guys. Awesome app. Jason Aber says the searches do a certain advantage over the illustrations in plants guidebook because there's pictures available in different stages of the plant's growth. Yes, so that's amazing that I could do that. Oh, Danivers. The Best Life says she always grew Danivers half long. They did good for me in Colorado, but will get very wide. Ooh, that's so good though. Carrots are so good. Hey, Free Handley Maid, how are you? That's Cook. I've never seen purple love grass. I know it's in our clearing out in our. I like a lot of things, and I love exploring with the kids. And sometimes I just go by myself. I'll grab like 2 or 3 beers, and I'll just go drive slowly through the woods or in the back and just walk around with my camera and take pictures of stuff that I don't know. I'll walk along the creeks. I love it. Melvina says that what I love about it is they will tell you common problems with those plants and inform on endless almost. Yes, that's great. I love that it tells you about that. Drops, hold on a second, honey. The Best Life. Hold on a second. Let me get it for you. It's a free app and it does want you to purchase it, but just keep hitting X and it'll let you keep taking pictures and it'll keep working for you. It is called Picture This. Picture This. And I had it on my Samsung, and then when I got this iPhone, I got it on the iPhone. Picture This. Oh, thank you, Jocelyn. Yes, Picture This. Okay, guys. Well, I am at an hour and 40, and I'm so sorry. I kind of didn't realize it because I kept talking, and I enjoy talking with you guys so much. And my coffee's very cold. So much, but I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go inside and finish that video for Preston. And then I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I've enjoyed talking to you. If there's anything we missed, you want to ask me, just message me. My email is on my about page, which it's paragonridgeranch@gmail.com. And I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you so much for coming over and watching. Bye-bye.